Welcome to my video. So in this video we're going to talk about the Chronotes and the batteries from the Zeros log. So first we're going to talk about the collectors. As for the collectors, we know we have the emissary of Zeros and the museum girl. So at the Zerusian tree log we get 100 pylon batteries or 9.3k Chronotes from the girl. So the question is now, which is better XP? We mostly know that if you use the batteries, so for our example is going to be 100 completed logs. As for zeros, we know that one battery scales with the level up to 98. At 98 it gives 430 XP, and if we get 10k batteries, that's 5.16 million XP in instant. But as for the museum, if we complete 100 complete logs, we get 903k Chronotes. So if we go back, as I said, we get from both 7.4k Chronotes, that's the artifact, but we have to focus on the reward we get each time. So as for the museum, I decided to test a bit, and I went for 24 hours at level 109, which cost me 14.2k Chronotes for 176k Archaeology XP. So after I did some math, I found out I have enough for 63 24-hour trips, which equals to 10.5 million XP, which is one time more than we would get from the batteries. But that would took us 63 days. But besides the XP, we will also get the materials and artifacts, which is also more XP. Now, if I talk about my research team, I use the following: Elisa and Asgarnia Smith, which you have to unlock by giving them the specific item. For the Asgarnia Smith, you're gonna need the meat tracker or whatever that thing from Bandos is, and for Elisa, you're gonna need the golem instructions. Then you have Dr. Nebenik, Movaria, and Gika. So this you get after completing all the mysteries, but the Gika only gives you 10% increase archaeology XP. Besides, you already have a 12% cost modifier, which doesn't really make any difference because you're gonna get the XP anyway, or in the next trip, or just here. So if you have unlocked Zanik, you can just replace Gika with Zanik. Then I made another test. On the left side, we have the test run with no assistants, basically the starting one, because you need at least one assistant to run the team. So I had no bonuses or anything. So it cost me 14,256 Chronotes, which at the moment is 2.5 or 2.6 million GP. And as you see at the bottom, I got around 2.6 million GP back in materials and one artifact. On the right side, so you see the plus 10 XP, that's from Gika. I had a 54 cost modifier and 34% speed modifier. So it cost me 21,954 Chronotes, but as you can see, instead of 24 hours, I'm gonna only wait 16 hours. But that increased the cost to 3.99, or just let's round it up to 4 million GP. As for the materials, yes, you have like a 900k loss, but we got here 8 artifacts, which is more XP. Then I decided I'm going to see which is better, like at which group we have less loss and more XP. So, should we use assistants or not? On the left I have the only one assistant, so as I already said, 14,256 Chronotes and one artifact, and the artifacts depend on your archaeology level, which they can scale, and the better artifact, the more XP. So I use the base trip XP, which is 167k, and the 8k XP from the artifact, and together we got 175,993.7 XP. Okay, but that's like the average. Don't take me by my word. On the right side, so you see the speed and cost modifier, and the cost of Chronotes, so 21,954. And I already add the Geekas plus 10% XP to the base trip XP, and 8 artifacts, which I looked up how much each of them gives XP. And together we get 262,965.4 XP. So yeah, of course I'm gonna get more XP on the right side than on the left side. But after I made more of some math, as you can see the results, I get 49, or let's round it up to 50% more XP just from the artifacts. But I also pay 54 extra cost, but it's a 34% faster trip, which means I can get more XP per day. I mean, you make faster trips, which of course you're gonna get faster XP. And at the end, you just pay a bit more Chronotes, so around 5%, which you can also get back from the artifact that you get extra. So if I go back to the teams, I use the, as you can see, Elisa gives more chance of discovering artifacts. Dr. Nabarik is a guaranteed artifact 2 hours plus. Smith and Bavaria just for more materials, which means more money. And yeah, we got the archaeology XP. So if we go back to the beginning, which is better, Chronotes or batteries? So I decided that I think it's better to go for Chronotes if you want more XP on a long term. So if you go for 120 or 200 million XP, it's better to go for Chronotes. But if you want to reach a certain level as fast as you can and you want instant XP, then you can go for batteries, but you have to keep in mind you're gonna lose 5 million XP by doing that. So, you know, if you're patient, go for Chronotes. You're not gonna regret it. And besides this, so you get 900k Chronotes, but also you can go in between, because as I said, you get 7.4k Chronotes each time you're gonna fill a log just from the artifacts, besides the main reward. So you can also try a bit battery. You can go for Zaros and you go with batteries and the research team, or you can just go fully museum and go research team all the way, which I'm gonna say it's a bit better because you get materials. Especially if you're an Ironman, that's a lot better, because if you want to go for tetracopinuses, you're gonna get materials anyway, which you need for the Bandos logs, where you're also again gonna get Chronotes. So, at the end, it's up to you to decide which you wanna go. If you want instant level up, batteries. If you want long term more XP, go for museum. That's it from my side. I hope this was helpful, and see you guys in the next video. Bye!